Today in the media conference with Lal Goel, which is brought to you by V4 News, Global TV, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV, News Gaon Se, Samvad Sarokar News, Organ Donation India Foundation and Gyan. Our endeavor is to enlighten you with the current topic. And today's topic is changing fashion trends. But before I will go to the main topic, I would like to inform you that today the country is celebrating Lodi. Lodi is one of the most popular festivals celebrated by Punjabi people of Sikh religion as well as Hindu religion. Lodi, like Hindu festival Makar Sankranti, is a harvest festival, is celebrated one day before Sankranti. This year, the festival of Lodi will be celebrated on Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. The festival of Lodi marks the end of winter and is a traditional welcome of longer days and the sun's journey to the northern hemisphere. Media conference with Lal Goel wishes you all happy Lodi. Now coming to the topic, changing fashion trends. Fashion is what you buy, style is what you do with it. Fashions fade, style is eternal. The world is changing and so is fashion. History of clothing in the Indian subcontinent can be traced to the Indus Valley civilization or earlier. Indians have mainly worn clothing made up of locally grown cotton. India was one of the first places where cotton was cultivated and used even as early as 2500 BCE during the Harappan era. Fashion is a popular aesthetic expression at a particular period and place and is a specific context, especially in clothing, footwear, lifestyle, accessories, makeup, hairstyle, and body proportions. Whereas a trend often connotes a peculiar aesthetic expression and often lasting shorter than a season. Fashion is a distinctive and industry-supported expression traditionally tied to the fashion season and collections. Style is an expression that lasts over many seasons and is often connected to cultural movements and social markers, symbols, class, and culture. According to sociologist Pierre Bourdieu, fashion connotes the latest difference. Even though they are often used together, the term fashion differs from clothes and costumes, where the first describes the material and technical garment, whereas the second has been relegated to special senses like fancy dress or masquerade wear. Fashion instead describes the social and temporal system that activates dress as a social signifier in a certain time and context. Philosopher Giorgio Agamben connects fashion to the current intensity of the qualitative movement to the temporal aspect the Greek called kairos, whereas clothes belongs to the quantitative to what the Greek called koronos. Exclusive brands aspire the label haute couture, but the term is technically limited to members of the Chambers syndicale de la haute couture in Paris. It is more aspirational and inspired by art, culture, and movement. It is extremely exclusive in nature. The media plays a significant role when it comes to fashion. For instance, an important part of fashion is fashion journalism. Editorial critic, guidelines, and commentary can be found on television and in magazines, newspapers, fashion websites, social networks, and fashion blogs. In recent years, fashion blogging and YouTube videos have become a major outlet for spreading trends and fashion tips, creating an online culture of sharing one's style on a website or Instagram account. Though these media outlets, readers and viewers all over the world can learn about fashion, making it very accessible. In addition to fashion journalism, another media platform that is important in fashion industry is advertisement. Advertisements provide information to audiences and promote the sales of products and services. The fashion industry utilizes advertisements to attract consumers and promote its products to generate sales. A few decades ago, when technology was still underdeveloped, advertisements heavily relied on radio, magazines, billboards, and newspapers. These days, there are more various ways in advertisements, such as television ads, online based ads, using internet websites and posts, videos, and live streaming in social media platforms. At the beginning of 20th century, fashion magazines began to include photographs of various fashion designs and became even more influential than in the past. In cities throughout the world, these magazines were greatly sought after and had a profound effect on public taste in clothing. Talented illustrates drew exquisite fashion plate for the publications which covered the most recent developments in fashion and beauty. Perhaps the most famous of these magazines was La Gazette de Bon Ton, which was founded in 1912 by Lucien Vogel and regularly published until 1925 with the exception of the war years. Vogue, founded in the United States in 1892, has been the longest lasting and most successful of the hundreds of fashion magazines that have come and gone. If there is anything that we can all agree on it in the fashion world, it is that fashion always recycles, whether we like it or not. Over the course of 100 years, fashion has changed dramatically, but has also kept trends from the past very much alive. Along with everyone else, the fashion industry is also experiencing the effect of a global health crisis because of COVID-19. The $400 billion US fashion industry is in the middle of huge crisis. The severe deterioration in the fashion is having a serious impact on the global economy, resulting in unemployment of millions of artisans, craftspeople, weavers, and tailors, to name a few. Though lockdown has been relaxed in many countries while coronavirus rages on, the future of the global fashion industry hangs in the balance. For millions around the world, fashion has changed as their homes are their headquarters for the unforeseeable future. As parts of the world are reopening, people are now unapologetically showing their sloppiness in terms of their clothing style and grooming and calling it casual chic. Since the beginning of April, clothing sales fell 79% in the United States. People simply are not getting dressed these days for work. A lot of people are working from home and their wardrobe preference has changed. They are not investing on trendy clothes while working from home. Whether people are attending Zoom sessions, conference calls, or virtual court sessions, they are working in their casual attire. And to discuss about the changing fashion trends, we have a I must say, the trendsetters in the field. Uh, they all are in this field for a long time, or even they have entered recently, but they are the icons. So I would like to invite my first guest, and she is Miss Arjita Garg. Miss Arjita Garg is the Mrs. India Earth 2017-18. She is the honorary member, India International Fashion Federation, IIFF. She is the CEO of AGG FinCorp Group. She won Global Ambassador Award. She won Best Body Beautiful Award. She won Best Dress Award. She was Miss London Brit in 2005. She was judge of many prestigious shows and pageants. She is a renowned pageant coach. She is a fashion stylist by profession. She worked with international brand of UK and Australia. Welcome Miss Arjita Garg on our show. Miss Garg, you being the beauty queen, you are the Mrs. India Earth, as well as you are also the honorary member of India International Fashion Federation. So you are well aware about the fashion industry, and right now the impact of COVID-19 also. So we would like to know from you the changing fashion trends. Miss Arjita Garg, please.
Thank you, Mr. Raj. I'm glad that I'm here today. And yes, COVID-19 has a very big impact on fashion trends, no doubt about it. These days, nostalgia fashion is in. So, what is that nostalgia fashion? It is as consumer are faces global issues where like due to pandemic, maybe recessions or civil unrest. So in this fashion, they are trying to use the elements which are, art tones released like comfortable silhouettes, denim silhouettes, and the platform shoes kind of things because the people are working from home. Right. And the people who are really working from home, they really want to work and they want to sit comfortably with their sweatpants, sweatshirts, and casual attires kind of thing. And no doubt, the demand of antibacterial fabric is really in. Antibacterial fabric, why the antibacterial fabric is in? Just because of COVID-19. And the best antibacterial fabric is linen, natural fabric like cotton, which is India and China is one of the best producer of natural fabrics, antibacterial fabrics, right? And no doubt about it, if people are going out these days, they are using fancy masks as well, designer masks as well, which is really in high demand. They're also, I mean, N95 is literally common, but yes, antibacterial masks are really in these days. According to the fashion, also they are using bold colors, they are using good fashionable masks, and the brand logos and designer masks as well. Okay, and what people has changed, they have changed their homeware wardrobe, like easy to wear fabric, luxury pajama kind of thing, non-wired lingerie, and house shoes. What is one more thing? I mean, people which is really they are really focused on that is kindness economy. Kindness economy is where consumers are more alert to how business assets and treating their workers on the planet because there are a lot of people who are homeless now, who are jobless now, are workers of labor, everybody's jobless, due to which the global stores are closed, drop in the stock market prices, all the fashion shows are cancelled, events are postponed. It has a very big effect on our fashion industry. So I really feel, I mean, this COVID situation has, it should go on. It should not be go on like this. I mean, the fashion trend should work accordingly, and the people should understand the situation, the current situation we are going through. It is really a hard time. The people they really want a Zoom dressing kind of thing because they are working from home. So Zoom dressing is really in. Like people wear formal upperwear that should be formal, and then they wear casuals at the bottom because this is a Zoom dressing these days. And yes, they are using home care products if it comes about the makeups and all. So people are using home care products a lot these days, which is really good for the skin, for our skin, for everything. Home care products are really in. And yes, the retailers are really less now, and the designers are really, I mean, the boom of the designers are really in these days. And yes, e-commerce, online shopping, the demand of online shopping is high rather than because people are, literally scared of going out to the malls, to shopping centers. So online shopping is in these days. So these are the few things which I really feel has impact on the fashion industry after COVID, after this pandemic. Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Miss Garg, about telling about the impact of COVID-19 in the fashion industry. And Miss Garg says that because of the COVID-19, the sales have gone down, malls have closed. Although she mentioned about the stock exchange, but the stock exchange in India is booming. It's not going down. It's reaching on a high. But otherwise, the entire industry, especially the fashion industry, is in a very bad shape. And she says that's why the antibacterial fabrics are in nowadays in demand. People wants to wear that. And she also mentioned that because of the Zoom and other meetings online, people are wearing only the top of the things formal, and the otherwise on the bottom they wear the casual. Yes, it is a very, I think, the common thing. Plus, the demand is less, hence the fashion is not in. There is nothing new except the mask, which, according to her, the branded masks are available. People are going for that. Otherwise, no other fashions apparels are in the market and demand. Thank you very much, Ms. Garg, for giving your opening remarks
Thank you
about
so
the
much.
changing of the fashion trends. Now, I would like to invite my next guest, and she is Ms. Khushbu Revatkar. Ms. Khushbu is a IT consultant, actor, model, coach, and show director. She is the brand ambassador of Pro Cucina Modular Kitchen brand. She is National Excellence Award winner, Model of the Year 2018. She is Tata Consultancy Services Super Achiever Women Award 2018. She is also winner of Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Memorial Award 2018. She has taken initiatives in social services such as Happy Birthday to Me, Happy Birthday to Us, to celebrate birthday with underprivileged special children. Annadan, let's do our bit to serve food to needy. She has raised awareness through fashion walk and educational talks to create awareness against acid attack, against rape, against breast cancer, against or to promote child education, to educate menstrual hygiene, and to create awareness about health and well-being. Welcome, Ms. Khushbu Revatkar on our show. Ms. Khushbu, you have heard the earlier panelist, Ms. Arjita Garg, what she has spoken about the changing fashion trend. Now, we would like to know from you, Ms. Khushbu, about the changing fashion trend. Ms. Khushbu Revatkar, please. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So, to add to what Ms. Ajita has very well said about the changing fashion trends, Ajita has mentioned that since we are taking the calls from the Zoom and most of the work is happening from the home, the the trend has changed, and also people are moving towards a more sustainable clothing, wherein they can wash the clothes on a daily basis. As she has mentioned that the antibacterial clothes are the preferences for the people right now because of the pandemic, and also people are preferring to have clothes of which the color is not fading away, because nowadays, and also the fabric which is lighter in a weight, so that they don't have to depend on the maids, or even if they have to wash through the machine, they can easily wash it. So now the preferences is not to have it more fashionable or heavier clothes. It is more of about the comfort. So the fashion trend is changing towards the comfort of the people, with which they can be at their home. Also, the meetings which are happening, they are mostly happening at home. So they are preferring to have a style with the comfort. So that is why the earlier where we were having more of flashy clothes, those are changing towards a more of lighter and soft pastel colors clothing. So this is one of the change that we can very well see in the pandemic period. Also, what is happening nowadays that the ladies are at home, they are having some time, so they are taking out sewing machines, they are stitching their own mask, and they are preferring to have their show off their creativity. With that, we are getting a lot of new designs for the mask also. So this is a good opportunity for people to come up with their own ideas to present in front of the world. So these are the few beautiful things that have come out of pandemic with the fashion. Also now that the preferences to spend the money on clothing has changed. People are finding to spend more on the clothes which are seasonless. So even if the season is changing, they still want to have now less clothes, and at the same time they can wear at any of the season. So now the manufacturer are also taking a call to go for the mass production for the clothes which can be wear throughout the year. So these are the few changes with the pandemic which I can see has changed our fashion trends, and we are enjoying in our own ways, little by little, and coming out of the pandemic with a happier mood. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yeah.
Ms. Khushbu, for giving your views. And according to Ms. Khushbu, she agrees with what Ms. Aljita Garg said, that now the trend has changed, and because of the COVID-19, the people are only doing the meetings, etc., sitting at home or the work from home, and so they would like to go for a lighter clothes. They would like to go the clothes which are more sustainable. They wants to go durable, and they wants to the clothes which can easily be washed at home, even if the maids are not there. So they want the clothes which can be either washed by hand or by the machine easily. And the people are not interested to buy expensive clothes, because there are no parties, no outings as such. So they wants to go only for those clothes which are durable, which can be worn on a daily basis for attending these meetings. And she says that this is impacting the fashion industry very badly. And she also added the opportunity which this pandemic has shown is that the people are seeing their own masks. They are creating new types and designing of masks, and they are showing off on the social media that how they have created. So everyone has become a fashion designer in one way by creating new and new types of masks. Thank you very much, Ms. Khushbu, for giving your views.
Thank you.
Now I would like to invite my next guest, and she is Dr. Priyadarshini. Dr. Priyadarshini is Mrs. World Supermodel 2019. Dr. Priyadarshini was crowned as Mrs. World Supermodel 2019 in a prestigious beauty pageant organized in Bangkok, Thailand. Dr. Priyadarshini was also awarded with the subtitle Miss Goodness Ambassador. She is professionally a doctor running a diagnostic center, Harsha Modern Diagnostics. She is the director of Modern Medical Center and also the founder of Soul Beat Wellness, a wellness center. She was honored with India Healthcare Award in 2018 at Delhi. She was awarded with Young Business Entrepreneur Award. She is also awarded with Sadhana Achiever Award recently. She is working for women empowerment and women health. More than 500 free health camps and health talks were organized by her in and around Mangalore. She was the president of the First Lady Lion Club, Kaveri of District 317D in the year 2016-17. Welcome, Dr. Priyadarshini, on our show. Dr. Priyadarshini, you have heard the earlier panelist, Ms. Arjita Garg, as well as Ms. Khushbu Revatkar, and both have emphasized about the COVID-19, that because of the COVID-19, the fashion trends have changed drastically, because first thing is that the production is less, demand is very less. People are not going for any fashionable clothing nowadays. They do not want to spend much money. Secondly, they want the durable clothes, or those which they can wear for work from home or even for the Zoom and other social media meetings. And thirdly, because they want the clothes which are easily washable and which can be done at home, because earlier the clothes were washed either by maid or sent for the dry cleaning, etc. Right now it is not that easy. So all these things have changed the fashion trend. And now, according to Ms. Khushbu, the new trend is about the creating new types of masks which people are creating at home, designing and showing it on the social media. Now, you are not only a doctor, so basically, you know that you being the front person in this COVID time also, you are running a diagnostic center, so you might be attending your center during that COVID time. I'm sure you are dressing up yourself and your staff as usual pre-COVID time. not the, yes, the fashion is out because you are not attending any such types of events or parties which were very usual and very common for all of you earlier. And as well as you are also in the manufacturing of a very recently launched the toiletries, health toiletries, or the latest toiletries which you can tell better. So all these things. So we would like to know from you the changing fashion trends. Dr. Priyadarshini, please.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Lal Goel, thank you so much once again for giving me the opportunity to be one of the panelists here. A very nice and a beautiful topic you have chosen, change, fashion changes, that is during the COVID time. Yes, COVID has given a brand new world to us. The world has come almost changed, and we have just started a new beginning, I must say. Almost what was happening 2019, before 2019 or 2018, now the trend is literally changed, and we have to move on with that trend. First and foremost, I would like to mention, as the panelist, the first panelist, Arjita Garg has mentioned, that the comfort here, the people have started choosing comfort over trends. They want to be more comfort than the trend. They don't want to go along with the trend, and they are creating their own trends. So what really happens is, since we have to attend many of the programs or the meetings from home, we want to be very comfort, as they have all said, that a comfort pant and a top, a beautiful top, or whatever it is. But people being at home, they want to be stylish and fashionable. Of course, that which gives a confidence and the positivity in each one of us. This next thing, which is not only the clothing, if I have to speak about the lipstick, people don't want to hide the beautiful lipstick which is behind the mask, and they don't want to mess the inner layer of the mask by using the lipstick, so they avoid wearing it, or they wear it in a very lesser way. But what changes have become is the eyelashes, the artificial eyelashes have really taken its what to say, its own place. Before, the eyelashes were not so this thing. It seems in US the selling of eyelashes have become more, so that the smile is not when the smile is not coming from the mouth or the lip, we have to smile from our eyes. So that is one different thing has come out. And talking about the high heels, stilettos, and other things, people are comfortable with the Crocs and slippers. So I also felt personally, rather than wearing it, because we don't have any options or any parties to go out, so buying has become very less. People are very comfortable with the Crocs and simple slippers. Coming to the fashion section, if I have to speak about, just now sir told me that recently we have launched handmade, homemade products. The main changes what has happened during the lockdown was people started trying something which is at home. Instead of going, we were not getting any products from outside because the supermarkets and all the shopping malls were closed. So we started using something which is at home. We started doing DIYs, do it yourself. We started doing it in such a way that we started loving it. And I'm very fortunate that before 1 week before the lockdown, I got a beautiful hamper from 40 ladies, which I mentioned in the earlier panel also about this thing. Again, let me repeat it in a brief. I happened to get the hamper from those 40 ladies who make the handmade products, beauty products. They gave it to me, and I had a great opportunity to use it during those 3 months, during the lockdown, which has made me to be more confident that we need not have to go for something which is branded. We can have it from the local with the pure natural things. And it I must say that that confidence what I got it from those products made me to launch those products and help those 40 women, so that today we are across India, we are selling those uh, soaps, handmade soaps, face packs, hair packs, and these have got very good marketing online market, as we all know that if 1% it has increased compared to pre-COVID, before COVID, how the marketing, online marketing or the online purchasing was what happening. Now it is increased 31% in India. So these things are not only helping the local people to create their own DIYs or the beauty products. It is also giving the option of earning money. Before it was like a brand, people used to go behind the brands, people used to go something which you see in the internet or in the TVs, we used to go behind that. But people started realizing about them, the relationship between the nature and ourselves has made us to understand that more than anything, we have our nature, mother nature, we have to use it. And the fashion is, I'm very happy to say that the fashion is going towards the nature and the natural products and the homemade products, handmade products. And this is, I must say, something, a blessing to a local business to develop in a very vast way. And I'm very sure this will, every individual will realize it, and the fashion will go according to the DIYs, do it yourself, or I must say the local. And it's going to make a difference, a huge difference in coming year. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Priyadarshini, for giving your views. And according to Dr. Priyadarshini, she also endorsed what Ms. Arjita says, that people are now going for the casuals or those who can be easily maintainable. And she says about the even the high heels. She says now we are not there. The ladies are not buying the high heels because they feel the croc and the slippers are more comfortable because they are working from home. And as far as the toiletries are concerned, she says earlier the lipstick was the main thing which a lady used to purchase, but now the trend has changed because of the mask. It's not useful to wear or use that thing, lipstick, and instead of that the eyebrows, eyebrow, what is that?
Eyelashes.
Eyelashes. Yeah,
Eyelashes.
yeah, so that is now the trend. The change, the fashion has changed. And she says earlier people used to laugh from the mouth, now they are laughing from the eyes. So this is a change as far as when the outer we can see the face of a lady or a person. But now she says as far as the toiletries are concerned, she said that because she was presented with a hamper by 40 ladies handmade toiletries, soaps, etc., 1 week before the lockdown, and she has thought, why not, I will try to see to it that they will be helped during this lockdown. And she has started marketing those products and giving them the whatsoever they require. And today, according to her, this is the need of the hour, or the demand is more for the homemade product. And yes, this is a fact also, because of the COVID-19, people are going to our own old culture. And she says now people are moving towards the nature more, and they would not like to go for purchasing any brands which were earlier very much lucrative through the advertisements on internet or the television. Rather, they are going for the homemade products, and these products are now capturing the market. And she has given the figures about the eyelashes, that how the in USA the market has gone up in comparison to the lipstick, etc. So thank you very much, Dr. Priyadarshini, for giving your opening remark about the changing fashion trends. Now I would like to go to my next panelist, because till now you have heard from the view of the consumer or the user or the icon, because all the three are the beauty queens. They have won the beauty pageants in different sectors in India. And but now I am introducing you or welcoming the next guest, and she is Miss Thenrai Racing. Miss Racing is the renowned fashion designer. She is the advisory member, Delhi Fashion Club. Miss Racing is an enigmatic Bangalore-based fashion designer of Tongukul Naga's origin and hails from Ukhrul district, Manipur state, Northeast India. She studied Fashion Design and Management at Vogue Institute of Fashion Technology in Bengaluru. She is an independent fashion designer with her own label called Thenrai Racing. Ms. Racing is also committed in creating awareness of environmental conservation by becoming an advocate of sustainable fashion and launch sustainable fashion line on ready-to-wear TR brand. She has designed national costumes and pageant costumes for Mrs. United Nations World 2018. She is the recipient of International Women Achievers Award for Best Young Innovative Fashion Designer. Her designs have been worn by many Bollywood and South Indian actresses. She has been profiled in a number of global media stories, including ANI and Digvijay TV News. She featured in famous London International Fashion magazine Fabulous, as well as in Wedding Woes magazine, Bombay Film Production magazines, etc. She has groomed and mentored models for top pageants like Femina, Miss India. Welcome, Miss Racing, on our show. Please unmute yourself. Miss Racing, you have heard what Miss Arjita Garg, Miss Khushbu Revatkar, as well as Dr. Priyadarshini has mentioned. Although they have mentioned from the angle of how what they are using or what the people are using nowadays, they are basically the views are from the consumer side. But you are a fashion designer. These three earlier panelists were models, actors, or the beauty pageant winners. So they are the icon for the young generation to watch what they are wearing. So they have those followers. But because you are the fashion designer, you know the pulse that what type of things people are requiring now and what are the trends which have changed from the whatsoever time you can pick up, how the trends have changed during that time and is now because of the COVID-19. So we would like to know the changing fashion trends from Miss Racing, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Goel, for having me on your show. And I would like to thank my fellow panelists too. Yes, I agree with my fellow panelists who has said everything. So yes, during this pandemic, the fashion trend has changed in various ways. As work from home has become new normals now, people are opting for fashion pieces which are easy, soft, breezy, and comfortable wear, while keeping a style caution in our mind, you know. So like people will look for clothes that will easily transition from the home wear to work from home. So this trend is dressing up for video calls, which will require stylish attire all the weeks. So designer have to begin to gather all this trend to provide to this current trend. Yes, the upper body is very important during this trend because the video calls are doing video calls with friends, work from home, work calls, and visual dates are going on. So yeah, upper bodies trend is going on. Still the accessories, like makeups, everything is going on trend. The color which are trending now is people like to go more of pastel color, neutral color, gray color, etc. Yeah. And also like mask is very getting trending now. Stylish masks are getting trendy due to this pandemic. Like this fashion, this mask is making a statement, and it will go for a longer time. Even after post-COVID, you will see like a lot of designers are making stylish brands with different clothes, print, and even you will see in the luxurious affair like weddings, and even in special occasion using stones and beads and all. So these are going trendy now, yeah. And also like say sustainable fashion will be trendy post-COVID. Yeah, it was already aware, like especially in Europe country, lot of people are aware of sustainable fashion and their support sustainable. But now uh, overall the global will support the sustainable fashion. Like this pandemic, it is a wake-up call for everybody, like consumer and for the fashion industry, to move away from mass production. And we have to encourage for this vocal for local, which means encouraging the local designer. And that if you buy a local designer, you are encouraging actually a local tailors and local artisans. So people wants to experiment with the local designers and local fabrics. So sustainable will be very much in trend in coming days, as we all know that it is very important for the environment conservation. We have done a lot of damage to the planet Earth, so people will come to realize and have more conscience about uh, this environmental pollution. And this uh, COVID pandemic have taught everybody that it is the time to save our environment. And we have to save for the further damage. And also, like now the resources are less, the market is down, so the designers are going to use with the limited resources, and they're coming up for upcycling, uh, to reuse the fabrics and grid. We have to become more creativity actually, like, and we have to encourage using upcycling materials and designs. Yeah, so like as I said, like after post-COVID, like designer will become creative with little resources. So like sustainable upcycling uh, and repurposing and are growing actually in popularity, yes. And yes, after post-COVID, people would like to celebrate. So yes, they will be using a lot of bright colors and unrestricted selvage, and yeah, a lot of prints, like they want to experiment with bold textures and all. But the during this coming summer and winter, trend will be different according to geographical areas and like that. But still the flower prints, bold color will be using in this coming post-COVID as a celebration, as a sign of optimism and all. Yes. So yeah, so this post-COVID will be very promising, but people will be more conscious on using sustainable clothing, more of upcycling trends. And yes, they will go for more comfortable instead of going for luxurious. They will be people will use the most practical way, like which they will find more comfortable in transiting from from homeware to work from home. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Rezing. And Ms. Rezing says, yes, because of the COVID-19, the entire fashion trend has changed. And she says Right now, people are not going for the branded or the costly fashion products. Rather, they are trying to get the local products, all which are not that expensive but more comfortable to wear, so that they can work from home easily because of the COVID-19. And she says that this is, in one way, it's good also because people are vocal for local, and they are, it is giving the more business to the local tailors and local people who are involved in this industry. But she says that post COVID, again, the trend will change and it will be more vibrant because of the, for the, to celebrate that we have overcome from the COVID-19. So in that time, the more flowery and more trendful or more fashionable designs will be seen in the clothings and the styles. So she is very positive for the 2021 or whenever the COVID-19 will be over. Thank you very much, Ms. Raising, for giving your such a views. Today, yes, one thing I have to mention, that the change is there because I have my four panelists and four guests, four beautiful guests, and all are uh, icon of their own. And earlier, when I did a program with them on, in that they were speaking so much that I have to tell them not to speak much. But today, the change, not only the fashion has changed, but the change has come that they have started speaking less during the pandemic. Might be that because they are at home, so they are speaking too much with their family, with their husband, with their parents, or with their children. So they are fed up. So they do not want to speak much. So today I have more tasks to see to it that they should speak. Okay. Now my question goes to Miss Arjita Garg. Miss Arjita Garg, you spoke antibacterial clothes. Now, can you just describe what is antibacterial clothes? It shows, according to the nomenclature, that antibacterial cloth, if I am wearing, no bacteria will come to me. It will work like a good night or a mosquito coil. So any mosquito or any bacteria will come near to me. They will run away because of I am wearing the antibacterial clothes. Is this antibacterial clothes is something a new technology, or it is the same old wine in a new bottle? Some because you mentioned about the linen or some cotton clothes. So can you just explain this, Miss Arjita Gar, please?
Yes, yes. Antibacterial clothes are like, yes, of course, the linen cotton clothes, and it's not new at all. Like in India, it's a tradition. I mean, like from the times of Mahatma Gandhi, the charkha, he used to use charkha for to make the cotton yarns, right? So antibacterial, it's not like anything like good night or all out kind of thing. Yes, but it is like easy to wash and soft. Uh, the fabric is really soft and the fabric is really comfortable. It's not like the synthetic fabrics we are using, the chemical dyes, synthetic fabrics. It is like everything is pure. Like pure is like from the cotton which we can grow, silk, silk which comes from the silkworm. So everything should be, without chemical, and like masks. If we are using cotton mask, so it should be breathable, right? Because every time we have to use the mask, so it should be breathable. So it is good if we are using the antibacterial fabric mask, so which is really good. So antibacterial is good for our skin as well, because our a lot of people have a very sensitive skin, so it is really good for the skin. And no chemical dyes, and vegetable dyes are used. Vegetable dyes are like we can extract dye from the natural products like vegetables, like flowers, like a lot of other things. So the no chemical dyes and no synthetics, and it's everything is pure, everything is like cotton. And cotton, India is one of the country where cotton, India and China. So India is, it's our tradition. And of course it's like, as my fellow panelists said about that local, it's about that we are using all the local projects, and we are giving opportunities to our local artisans. That's really good that we are giving a lot of opportunities to the local artisan. And yes, sustainable clothing. sustainable clothing is really good because yes, of course, we are going near to our mother earth. And yes, see, during this hard times, during this dark clouds of COVID, we have learned one thing really well, that yes, nature is really important. Like from past few years, we have everybody are using a lot of interest. I mean, lot of industrial pollution, lot of all these things are happening which is really harmful for our mother earth. But yes, now we are really going close to our mother earth, which is really good. Only this one thing is really good after this dark clouds of COVID. So yes.
Okay. So, Ms. Garg, you mean to say that like khadi, if we will use the
Yes.
word khadi, so it means people should wear and use khadi instead of and similarly from khadi store, the silk which they are selling, or from the silk emporium, what the silk is coming, which
Hmm.
are, as you mentioned about the women by the silkworm. So whether it will be advantageful if we will be wearing khadi, it will keep us away from the COVID-19 or will not?
No, no, it's not like that. Wearing khadi or wearing silk will keep us away from COVID. Yes, we should take the protections. Like we should use mask every time. We should use sanitizers. Yes, we should take the medicines and the vaccination. We are waiting for the vaccination, no doubt about it. But yes, at least we can use these natural products, which gives good economy to our country. One thing. Secondly, which is really good for our skin. Natural products, anyways, are really good for our skin. And as Dr. Priyadarshini told us that we are using home care products, that's really right. That we are using home care products, which is really good for our skin again. So yes, it's not like we are using khadi or silk will protect us from any kind of diseases, but it is good for our skin. It is good for our country economy as well. True.
Okay, thank you very much. Why I said this, because I came across with some
Yes.
advertisement of a company which is selling the clothes and terming it as a antibacterial clothes, and definitely taking money, which I am sure it's a misleading thing. What you have clarified, it is
Right.
not going to. It is not that we will, once we wear the antibacterial clothes, there will be no COVID. The COVID will be there.
Mhm.
Only thing, it is a more comfortable. It will not,
Yes.
it is because of the COVID-19. Okay, thank you very much, Ms. for giving your
Pleasure.
response.
Thank
Now
you.
I would like to go to Ms. Revatkar, Khushbu Revatkar. Ms. Khushbu, you have
Yes.
mentioned that 2020 was bad for the reason
Mhm.
everybody knows. Now,
Yeah.
2021, do you
Yeah.
foresee now, although the vaccine is knocking our doorstep, and any
Yeah.
time we all will be, not you all, but a person like me, a senior citizen, will be vaccinated soon. But do you think this 2021 will again bounce back the fashion industry, as Ms. Rising has mentioned, that we will be celebrating, or it will take time, maybe 2 or 3 years more, so that the fashion again industry will come back, and then we will be again trendy, and fashion will change again from antibacterial with full of bacteria. Miss Khushbu.
Yeah. So I completely agree with what you're saying, and also my friend Raising has mentioned that yes, we will be celebrating, but definitely this is going to take a bit longer time because still people are coming from the downfall that we had. So 2021 will definitely will be a very good year for all of us. At the same time, people are now have become a conscious buyer, so they don't want to buy something which will not serve their purpose. So that is why having said that, they are not going for the bulk buying. The production will not happen in the bulk, and hence the same scenario will not happen immediately. It may happen down the line, say 2 years at least, but not immediately. But yes, you have and also the other panelist has mentioned that we are giving more opportunities to the local people to come up with a lot of creativity and to create a fabric which is breathable. So like the summers are coming up, so we want something fabric which we can feel comfortable and are more breathable for each one of us. Like you said, antibacterial, that is a very good topic that you have taken. So antibacterial, it is more of like no matter which cloth we are using, it has to be washed. So because the pollution is still there, and if we even if the masks are there, we need to wash them. So nothing is antibacterial unless and until we keep it in a hygienic way. So yes, clothing trends will change, and we will come up with a lot of different kind of trends. But at the same time, the basic hygiene will continue to remain. And to maintain that basic hygiene, we need to ensure that the clothes are washable, easy to use, and easy to wash. At the same time, the economy has not gone up for every person in the world. So definitely it is still we have to consider that what is the demand of the customer, what kind of clothing they want to go for, and accordingly the manufacturer are going to make the product. So it is like just in time inventory. It is not like we are manufacturing and then it will go on. So this is a big shift that I can see. Even if we are coming out of the pandemic, it is still is not like a comeback scenario. It is still in a step by step process where we will continue to increase the production, but at the same time at a very conscious level. Yeah.
Okay. So according to Ms. Khushbu, it will time. It may take 2 or 3 years further because people are now, and I'm sure that the mindset has changed. Once the
Yeah.
mindset has changed and people understood one thing, that today their wardrobe is full of fashion clothes or the top clothes, and they are of no use because they can't go out. If they are sitting home and if the wardrobe is full, it's of no use. So definitely those products which they have purchased in last 1 or 2 years before pre-COVID era are in the wardrobe, and they will be using it again once the COVID is over. So initially 1 or 2 years, there will be no further buying as such, except those who have a plenty of money, they can definitely go and buy. But those who have to be economical, because lots of people have lost their jobs, so they have to use those products. Thank you very much, Kushbu. Now I would like to go
Thank
to
you, sir.
Dr. Priyadarshini. Dr. Priyadarshini, you emphasize for the local products and vocal for local, as our Honorable Prime Minister has also mentioned that and given this slogan. Now, but the problem with the local products are, till now, before COVID, or whosoever is buying products, a branded product, they have at least assured about a quality because they think that there is a quality check by the company, by the government agencies. But the local products which are available now, as you have mentioned, the people are starting using it and people are making it. Is there any government regulation? Is there any certification that whatsoever the products are coming manufactured by the local people, who is taking that care that it is a certified thing? Like I will tell you, like vaccine. Now, you being a doctor, how much controversy is there, but still there is a certification, there is a procedure that they have tested, and then the efficacy has been certain that this much is the efficacy. Once, twice, and thrice, they have done the three steps things. But what about these products which are local? Whether it is, so after all, they are also, we are using them on our skin, our body. And if the products are going to harm, not immediately, even a long term, creating any skin disease or something, don't you think there is some check is also required, or it is there? I don't know, that you have to explain. Dr. Priyadarshini, please.
Yes, sir. A very good topic to discuss about this. What really has happened is many people have started learning how to make these products through online. There are so many classes going on. So people, many of the ladies who are at home, who have lost their job, or they didn't had much, to go out and work. They have started trying it on. But the thing is, before they start on, it's my humble request, they should have to see what is the product. Me being a doctor, I tried all the products given to me. Each one product I used for myself and my two daughters. So I found it very nice, that gave me a confidence. And I knew, in case is there any issues related to any product, I am confident to overcome it. And I have tested it very well, and related to those things, we have a local license, manufacturing license, and nowadays the government is helping for the micro business. This MSME, these kind of things are coming up, and these things are given more importance by the government, so that this is a kind of help for them to motivate them to come, this kind of to bring this kind of things to the people. That is what is happening. But more than that, it is very important, whoever is doing it, they should learn it or to have a good research on it, and then only they should take a step of marketing it. Right now, there is not much of rules and have not come. But if it comes as a wrong person start doing this for the sake of money, it is going to affect. But that is also is one important thing. The government has to take a proper precaution on these, so that it shouldn't be somewhere everyone prepares it and everyone can do without any license or something. It is very important. I request the local government to clearly take it a point of having rules and regulations, and the product which are coming to the market should have all the license. We have license, what we have been doing, those ladies what they are doing, we have all the license, local license, we have taken a Ayush department license, we have taken a state government cosmetic production that license, we have got everything. With the clearance of that, we have started doing this. But I have come across that there are few ladies at home, they make these kind of soaps and selling. But I don't know if something goes wrong, whether they are there to they are there to. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, if some risk happens, yeah, if some risk happens, whether they will be taking it responsibility of that, that I'm not very sure. But it is always very important to learn the product, whatever. Even the natural products have got its own side effects, which is taken a long way or taken in a wrong way. The combination of different products, for example, lemon and aloe vera is a very good combination, if I've given an example. So same way, aloe vera is not suitable to many of the sensitive skins. So those things are very important. And I feel once no doctors should be there, so that when the product is launched to the market, there should be a responsible medical doctor to test on it, or the cosmetologist to test on it and to bring it to the society or outside.
Thank you very much, Dr. Priyadarshini. Why I asked this question to you is because
Yeah.
fashion and this toiletries are very hand in hand together. And once the toiletries which are being used on our skin, and if anything, like as you have mentioned about aloe vera, that many are very sensitive or allergic to the aloe vera. Similarly, many other things which are even the glycerin which are being used in the many of the soaps, whether we are useful, whether we are getting it certified from a government agency or not. I will give an example. During this lockdown in US and Europe, what happens, because in India we are fortunate that we are having food at our home. Our home kitchens is always on. While in Europe and USA, as you all know, the people used to have food outside only, especially the Europeans or the Americans. And when they have no food because of the lockdown, the home kitchens started there. And immediately the government of USA came and notified that even if you are supplying a dibba or some food, homemade products to your neighbor or anybody, you require a certification, because without that they will not allow you to sell the products or to give somebody. That's why I am asking, because as food can create a problem, similarly the toiletries, yes, clothes are whether antibacterial, no bacterial, it is not going to harm as such as the toiletries. Thank you very much, Dr. Priyadarshini. And I am sure that those who are being certified with the local products, advantage is, first thing is they are homemade, as Dr. Priyadarshini has mentioned, no chemicals, which is a very, very important thing nowadays, because you don't know which chemical can react, and this pandemic is such a pandemic. Secondly, the cost is definitely less than the market prices of the branded items. And thirdly, when they are doing it properly, definitely we have to support for the local people, so that in this pandemic, at least those people who have lost their jobs or who are not getting that much money, they can be sustained. Thank you very much, Dr. Priyadarshini. Now I would like to ask our fashion designer, Miss Raising. Miss Raising, uh, according to you now, because work from home, all this, like we are doing this or Zoom meeting, etc., conferences, according to you, the tops and jackets are more in demand than the pants or the jeans or whatsoever skirts, etc. So the trend has changed. Earlier, the people go buy the suit or the sari or even pants or whatnot. But now the trend is changing, and it was only the tops and the jackets will be more in demand, and they
Yes.
will be more fashionable.
Yes, during this pandemic, as the trend is going on, that the upper body are more trendy. Now people are more focused on the upper body because we do video calls, we meet up people through videos. So yes, leggings, baggy, frizzy, loungewear, track pant, these are trending now in the bottom side, but upper body is more focused, and designers are doing that more on how to keep the style beats without forgetting the style. We from this comfortable wear mix, we keep the styling too. Yes.
No, but my question to you is, Ms. Raising, is there any difference like pre-COVID, whatsoever the fashions of the tops or the jackets? Like I am wearing this jacket, it is a pre-COVID era time, and I am still wearing the same jacket. Is there any new fashionable jackets have come, especially designed for these types of conferences? I would like to have that type of thing. I mean, is there any change in the fashion designing for tops or the jackets to suit this types of video conferences or work from home? Because right now many IT companies have declared that they will be doing work from home for next 3 months or 6 months further, or even 1 year. So is there any change in the designing, fashion designing, or even their official or the formal wear? Is there any change, or the same design they have to wear what they were wearing earlier?
Yes, actually, it's changed. Like, if I say from the bottom side, people are more going to pajama fits and loose wear and all. But the bottom part remain as it is. Like we do video calls, so you can still wear your jackets or like fashionable clothes, designer wear. And yes, we can do a lot of things from the upper body side. Like you can do trending with your tie and jackets, different colors, so that we can look bright and we can look happy. So this is what going on. The upper body trending is going on this season. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Raising. Now my question is to Ms. Garg. I have to ask many questions. What to do? You people have not spoken so much, so I have to ask you questions. My question to you is: earlier, before pre-COVID, you might be busy with doing events. You might be attending as a chief guest or walking on the ramp and whatnot, whatnot. Now everything has gone. Everything is
Yeah.
stand still. So
Yes.
the fan following, which you are enjoying earlier, has gone
Mhm.
down, or it is still there. People are still giving, or during this COVID time now, because you are might be doing the events or talking too much on your online. So the fan following is going up or going down now?
Um, it's not like that. That fan following is going down. It is like how much I'm interacting socially now. Like earlier, I used to go to events, shows, and a lot of walks and everything was there. Yes, that's true. But yes, nowadays I'm connecting with all these Zoom meetings, webinars, and socially, like I'm active on Instagram, Twitter, all social networking sites. Yes, so through these social sites, all the sites and everything, I'm connecting with the people, all my fans, all my friends, my relatives, and everyone. Yes, but yes, there is little effect, obviously, when you go out and you meet people, and you interact with them. Physically, things are totally different, and socially, on this site, all the sites and all through internet, these are few things which are really different. And yes, but it's all about on you, that how much you are interacting with the people, how much you are connecting with them. And it's all about on you, that how much you are trying, I mean, how much effort you are giving, how much effort you are giving, and you are trying to connect with your fans and your friends, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. And I hope that fans will again bounce back more and more after the
Yes,
COVID time. Miss
hoping for
Khushbu,
the best.
yes, Miss Khushbu, you being a model also. Earlier, when you are going out for a ramp walk or for an event, I'm sure you
Yeah.
might be spending 1 or 2 hours either yourself or going to a beauty parlor, getting yourself makeup done. Now,
Yeah.
when the trend has changed, work from home, media conference
Yeah.
with Lal Goel, or with any other thing, are you still spending some time for your beauty of makeup, etc.? Or now the fashion has changed? Whatsoever you are going as the original thing, no makeup and nothing. What is the trend? Or the trend is still the same, that people, especially those who are in limelight like you, or those who are icon, they require
Yeah.
that their body, or the face at least, to be glowing up and with the makeup, etc. So are they going for the
Yeah.
makeup in that same time they are taking, or very less time, just to, for a, you can say, just chalta hai wala concept? Miss Khushbu,
Very,
please.
very well said, sir. I really appreciate that you being a man, you understand women and the time that they spend, and you respect that.
Sorry, thank you for compliments, and I am sure my wife is not watching this show. Yes, yes, thank you.
No, no, definitely she would be happy for you having the understanding for the makeover that is required for a woman. So definitely, considering the pandemic, by God's grace, something that has become good, that more and more celebrities are coming up with their natural way of looking. So that is giving the people who follow them an opportunity to have a confidence on presenting themselves even without makeup. So now you will see Instagram, there are celebrities who are coming up with a broom. So they definitely, if they are showing that they are brooming the house, they will not wear a makeup. So now the natural glow, natural way of looking is more appreciated than too much of makeup. So definitely that has reduced our time spending in the makeup rooms and at the parlor. So that has like improved largely. And yes, like the like we are not visiting so often to parlors, as we are not going to the shows also. So that has reduced a lot. And for this when we are going for a show, the lights are different, so the demand of makeup is different. When we are online, it is not too much of makeup is required. It becomes very unprofessional to have too much of makeup on an online. But yes, present, we need to be presentable wherever we go. So definitely a little bit of touch up to just to be good enough to be in front of camera, that is all required. But yes, definitely not too much of makeup that like we used to do earlier. So that is a good thing, and our skins are saved. Skin is healthy with less of makeup and more of natural products. So yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Khushbu. Now my
Yeah.
question goes to Dr. Priyadarshini. Dr. Priyadarshini, you heard what Mr. Khushbu has mentioned, that people are not going to beauty parlors that much, as well as they are using the natural products. Now my question to you, being a doctor, and you are also in now this in the beauty products, what is the future of the beauty parlors? Or otherwise, do you think, being a medical person, is it safe for the ladies to go to a beauty parlor and get their makeup done in during this pandemic? Because as you know that their makeup is to be done very closely. The makeup person who is doing the makeup has to be standing very closely to your face. So is it safe? Number one. No, if not, or if yes, what are your views? And what is the future of beauty parlor whether they are doing well now or they are going to bounce back again. And secondly, the products, like you are mentioning about the natural products, do you think whenever a lady will go to a beauty parlor, they will insist for the natural products more than the branded products? Dr. Priyadarshini, please unmute. Yeah.
Yes, sir. First, I have to talk about the beauty parlors and salons. What you have uh, just in the beginning, you have told as. See, what has happened is before, like every day, recurrently, people used to go to the parlors, and they had enough money to use it. There was like bindas, not an issue. Like, let us use it and let us groom ourselves. Like, more of kind was there with the women, but now people think a lot before they go, because is it required to spend that much of money on saloons or beauty parlors to get groom often? Because nowadays there are no functions, no parties are going on, less functions, and that too less gathering. So there is not much of celebration kind of thing what was happening 2018 and the beginning of 2019. So of course there is changes in walk in to the beauty parlors, and the numbers of the customers what they get, it has reduced. And the safety part, of course, definitely it is not safe, because when they come and do the makeup close to us, some, even though if you wear a mask, if it is not N95, it is risk, just you can't use some simple cloth or simple surgical mask and just do the makeup. It's for the name's sake, just you're wearing a mask is not. Actually, you have to be aware that what you're wearing. For example, pp kit kind of thing also is always better if it is very much necessary to go to the parlor when you get your waxing done. Of course, sometimes it is very much needed for women to get it done, waxing of hands and legs. And so that time it is very important, even though the parlor people are not wearing, please ask them to wear it. It is the safety of you as well as the person who is doing that procedure. And one more thing I wanted to say here is, uh, it is like, see, parlors, we don't know like how, maybe the coming as it is the fashion comes back and the bloom, definitely it's going to happen. There's always a silver line after darkness. It will take some more time till people get confident that going out is okay. When we get a proper vaccination done, and other things, everything settles, that time only we can think that going to a parlor or other places is fine. Even we have seen men leaving their hair for long instead of going to a saloon, because saloon was one place where, which was I think there was a case like many people got infected in Mumbai or somewhere, I'm not very sure. There was a news that those who have visited a saloon got infected. So it is not at all safe to go to the parlors as of now. Rather than, if there is a very close relatives function is there, or the wedding, you can't avoid. And one more thing is that it's better to learn DIY fashion, do it yourself, because we have lots of things in the internet. We should know how to groom ourselves. It is very important to be beautiful, which gives us a positivity and confidence. For a woman, we need a confidence when we look beautiful, present ourselves beautiful. So it's better avoid going to the beauty parlor unnecessarily, and do yourself, and make yourself beautiful at home itself. Learn so many things from the internet, and you can groom yourself. The second thing what you said is about the uh,
Natural products.
yeah,
They will
natural.
ask, yeah, once you are going to the beauty parlor, you will insist that we want to go for the natural products, not the branded products.
Yes. What really happens is when the people, if they go for a facial or something, they just want an instant glow. They just apply it, next moment you want a glow. In natural product, it is not so easy to get an instant glow. If you use it for a week, the beauty comes. Natural product, that is a one little drawback I can say. Instant glow is not so easy immediately soon after the application of the natural ingredients. It will take some more time. In the beauty parlors, as I have seen, even though they mention it as they're using a natural product, definitely there are some chemicals being added which gives an instant glow. I hope all rest of the panelists will agree with me. Yeah, so it is always important that we to us to realize and learn that we don't want an instant glow. Even though we take out our makeup, we should look beautiful naturally. Even a naked skin also should shine. You don't have to worry, just have to put lots of makeup and you look good. We will try to have a beautiful skin within. We'll have a good diet, lot of water intake, and good sleep, good exercise will give a beautiful natural skin rather than the makeup. And I strongly believe in this, and this is what made me to work for the natural ingredients, use of natural ingredients as a beauty product. And hopefully India has got lots of opportunity to come up with these ingredients, and we have talented people. We don't have to refer some other country to bring the natural things. We have got lots of sources. We have got something, we grow it in our home, in a garden, maybe a aloe vera. We can use it, our haldi, we can use a basin, that itself gives us a beauty. You don't have to go for some branded chemical used beauty products to bring the instant glow. And it is always better, I'm repeating again, let us not go for instant is only for few days. Even though you go and get your facial done, within 10 days it will go off. But if you do regularly your natural sitting at home DIY face packs, it will give long term beauty. And after 60 or 75 also our skin will be glowing. And I think that's the beauty and the secret of natural things. And I request all of you to encourage this. And Soulbit Wellness, which is my background
Yes,
of
so you, Dr. Priyadarshini, you are promoting your product on my show. I have to charge some royalty from you. But what Dr. Priyadarshini says, yes, it makes a sense. And I think I can add only one thing. Inner beauty is also required. We must consider that inner beauty is more important.
I
Now,
would like
my
to say one more thing. That thank you, sir. Sir told me you put up your background.
that is because no,
Thank
we
you
have
so
no objection if you have our own products. Why not? After all, we also want that the local product should be promoted.
yes,
Now,
sir.
my question goes to Miss Raising. Miss Raising, how you think the future of fashion industry? Because right now it is in a bad shape. As Miss Khushbu has mentioned, it will take might be taking 2-3 years more. But how they will sustain, this industry will sustain 2-3 years if they will not pick up so fast. The media report says that many of the fashion top outlets have gone for liquidations or closed their outlets in the world. Now, I would like to know, being a fashion designer, how you see the fashion industry in future.
Yes, thank you for the question. See, yes, the pandemic may go for a longer time as we know the vaccine is still on process. So yeah, we are getting ready for the coming summer, winter collection, all this bright color to celebrate. We designers are getting ready, but still we cannot predict like 100% that it will go away. But this fashion industry will continue. Now the people are more going to online sales. So like we'll be doing which is more comfortable for the consumer. And yes, people are more conscious about fashion industry. So wardrobe like which they can use for the repeated occasion, uh, and the pieces which are more durable. So consumer have to go for pieces like sustainable, which they can wash and they can reuse again. And also like without skipping the style beat. Yeah, we designers are going to make them beautiful, even though we keep keeping all the points to use in multiple ways, so that they can uh, reduce the cost, because this pandemic have affected everyone. So this kind of design will be on demand and will be continue selling through online. And yeah, even they can like concern the designer, uh, who can truly understand their needs. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, only 30 seconds to each of you. Any message you would like to give, Ms. Garg, to the public at large? Any message, 30 seconds, only 30 seconds.
Be positive and hoping for the best. Obviously, this dark clouds of COVID will vanish very soon. So please be positive, stay home, stay happy.
Thank you very much. Ms. Khushbu.
I would say that buy less, choose wisely, do it yourself, and mix and match, and enjoy yourself with your creativity.
Thank you. Dr.
Thank you.
Priyadarshini.
We have to move on with the situation, and we have to be positive, and every sector is going to come up flourishing, and I'm very sure this sector also will come, fashion will come up with a beautiful, blooming way. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Ms. Raising, please.
I would like to tell the people to choose your fashion consciously and realize about what the fashion industry have damaged the planet Earth, and we should move away from the mass production and start supporting the local designers, local artisans, and you can go for repeated clothing for in multiple ways. So yeah, this can help a lot.
Okay. Thank you very much. So today you have seen how the beauty icons as well as a fashion designer mentioned about the changing fashion trends, and especially because of the COVID-19. And they have given their views, and they have mentioned very clearly that one has to go for those products which are natural, which are not being used, the chemicals are not used, whether it is in the clothings or in the toiletries, which are commonly used for the fashions. And they are also mentioning that we must support the locals, because right now the situation is, if we will not support the locals, what is going to happen to those who are depending on this fashion industry? And if we will be doing this, then tomorrow, once this COVID-19 will be over, definitely we will bounce back. And one more thing which was come out with this today's media conference is that the beauty is your own beauty. You have to do it. You have to see to it that you will, in spite of using chemicals or going to beauty parlor so often, try to do it yourself and be presentable. Thank you very much. And today's program has been live telecasted by V4 News, Global TV, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV, News Gaon se Samvad Sarokar News, as well as it was shown live on Facebook and YouTube. And our endeavor is to bring to you every day a new topic. And tomorrow, media conference with Lal Goel, at 10:30, the topic is role of music in stress management. And our panelists are Dr. Rajiv Anand, Senior Psychiatrist and Marriage Counselor, Mumbai; Mr. Vivek Kohli, Professional Sales and Marketing, Kuwait; Ms. Sangeeta Bhandari, Homemaker, Mumbai; Mr. Kailash Hare Krishnadas, Singer, Writer and Composer, Nagpur. So please tune in tomorrow for media conference with Lal Goel at 10:30 a.m. Thank you very much, Ms. Arjita Garg. Thank you very much, Ms. Khushbu Revatkar. Thank you very much, Dr. Priyadarshini. And thank you very much, Ms. Thenrai Raising, for joining and giving your such a beautiful views. I am sure our viewers